Hello, everybody. The question we're answering today is how to be angry. Like, if you're angry, like, how do you express it? How, because it's not about controlling it at all times. Sometimes you do have to express it. And now we want to figure out how do you do it. Kripa, Vyas, tell us.
Okay. So one thing you can do is like write lot of angry letters and emails. That is actually, that actually helps me to vent out what I want. Sometimes writing it out. I think that's one way you can vent out your anger. This gives you an opportunity to tell everything that you want without getting interrupted, and it gives the other person an opportunity to understand whatever you want to tell, and then you can have like angry emails back and forth. And the other way is like have a conversation, and don't have this conversation as soon as you get angry. Maybe, distract yourself, or take a walk, come back, and have this very assertive conversation where you tell what is making you angry and how it is affecting you, rather than giving all examples from the past and everything. Just tell at present what is that thing that is making you angry, or what is that is hurting you. I think that would help, to resolve this anger. That's a very good way of expressing anger. And one point that I would like to add is how to not get angry. Don't focus your anger on anything physical. Don't break things, or
Punch a
um,
wall.
punch a wall. Yeah, it
Yeah.
might seem very good at that moment, temporary, instant gratification. But what it does is actually it reinforces your anger. The punching the wall or breaking things would make you feel good little bit. And what will happen, even if the next time you get little less angry, you still do that. You still do that to feel good. So please don't do that. Yeah, that's what I wanted to share.
Yeah, it does make you feel good, because when you punch the wall, break your bones, you go to the hospital, they give you meds, they make you feel good. I agree. Wait, but serious follow-up. So you said writing angry emails. Wait, so do you actually recommend that as a way where you
Yeah,
write down emails and send it?
I
Because
don't
I thought
know.
you
See,
meant just
no, no, no.
leaving it unsent.
It's your choice then. But the thing is, writing helps. So writing it
But
out
just don't
helps.
send it.
But yeah, sometimes sending it also would help, because the other person might be clueless that you're angry. So maybe sending it would help.
But so from my point of view, let's say I decide to be angry, right?
Mhm.
I would much rather have the person say it out in front of me to my face than have it over an email.
Okay. It's not
Yeah,
wrong.
because because think about it. So memory is foggy, right?
Mhm.
So 10 years down the line, you might forget what that person said when he was angry. But text or email doesn't get bogged down. So you always have that record that the person goes back to and says, you know what, he said that, and these were the exact words he used.
Okay, that's a different perspective. Thank you for sharing. I didn't think about it like that, but personally,
Yeah.
writing it out would help me, because sometimes when I feel bad. I feel bad getting angry, and I won't tell it out like I'm angry on you. You're doing this, and it is hurting me. So if I'm writing it down, I might be even clearer, and I might articulate my thoughts well. That's what
I agree. That definitely is true, because there are people in my life, they prefer to write things down.
Mm-mm.
There are people who just say it out. So it's just, their natural sort of intelligence, their natural sort of way of dealing with things. So there's like two sides to it. But my personal take, I wouldn't recommend writing and sending it. You just write it, keep it with you, burn it, flush it down the drain or something. Yeah, just do anything. Don't send it. If you're gonna send it, then just say it right in front of the person. Is what I'm thinking. Akshay, any thoughts? Closing
I agree
thoughts?
with Vyas on this. Anger is like something that you should do face to face. It's like like breaking up in a text message. That's the same thing if you do it
That's the
as
same
anger
thing.
in that way.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Exactly. So like with anger, I would say there are three ways people usually react to it. One is like the passive anger, which is like I don't think I have to go much into it, but it's essentially just like repressing the hell out of it. The second one is aggressive anger, and you can see an example of that from a video from yesterday, which you can see over here. And then the third thing is the I think the assertive anger, which is essentially like understanding why you're angry and just like not reacting to it because you want to be angry, but rather reacting to it because you want to get something out of it. It's like having, you know how there are people when they argue, they're arguing not because they want to be right, but they are arguing because they want to find the answer. They want to come and get the solution. Anger is something like that. When you're being assertive, hey, this is something that's crossing my boundaries. Hey, this is something like that didn't make me happy. And in terms of passive anger, I've seen a lot of people who put random WhatsApp statuses about some generic message that shows their anger, and that's not a great way to show anger. A proper way to do it is
I don't think they're showing
actually
anger.
telling people.
They're just
Removing your profile picture.
Oh yes, I've seen that. Yes.
wait, but I don't think they're showing anger. They're just displaying what they're feeling at the moment. Why does that have to be seen as anger? That could just be them saying, you know what, this is cool. I learned this thing about human personality, and this quote resonates with me. But to you, it feels like that person's angry at someone.
No, I've talked to people like, hey, what happened? And then they would say, I don't want to talk about it. This person wronged me, and
Yeah.
I would ask them, hey, did you tell them? And they're like, no. And then so this is their way of communicating with them, because they would see the WhatsApp status. And if you just like a goat, go for it. I have no problem with it. But like, this is what I'm saying.
It's like shouting into the abyss. There's this void, and then expecting a response, nothing happens. Okay. I feel
And
you.
they're so angry that they didn't receive a response.
So it's better writing an angry email than this.
Oh, Krupa's just like, you know what? I'm not letting that email go.
Just telling, it's your choice.
Yeah. Okay.
But this unresolved anger is there, right? So it might be from our childhood, from our past, or with someone that is no more, right? All this anger, we call it unresolved anger. And we have this amazing therapy technique called empty chair technique, where, where the client sits and the opposite chair is empty. They imagine this person that they're talking to is a person that they have unresolved anger with, venting out whatever is. I think that is a nice thing that you can do on your own, like just vent out in whatever form. So writing or talking it out.
Don't people also do that, like with Vyas's idea of like when they like punch a punching bag? Sure, like the punching bag might not have the effect, but like while doing that, they will also think about like why they make
but then
like why they're angry and all
turning
that.
into aggressive, right? If you're imagining that person is the punching bag and then punching.
Oh yeah, that's bad. Yeah.
So yeah, that reminds me, I forgot this really interesting quote which I read. So it said, let's say when kids get angry, right? So you can think of kids as these excited energy particles. They're just like bouncing up and down, bouncing up and down. They don't know what to do. And the best way is physical activity. And I read this really amazing expression which says emotion follows motion. So what these three words are trying to say is motion, where you encourage the child to run, take a walk, or do kickboxing or martial arts. But the caveat there, where what they recommend is make the kid or child perform those martial arts or kickboxing even when he or she is not angry. So that's a regular activity. And if that's a regular activity, and if that kid becomes angry, use that activity as a way to drain out that emotion first, drain out that energy, and then talk about it and try to resolve the differences. So that's a really great strategy, where you first get the person to the ground state. I'm just talking in chemistry terms, but that's what I'm trying to say. Get that person to that ground state, and then you can have a conversation. So it's a pretty cool idea.
Now we finally understand the complete story of what Vyas meant when he said about the punching bag.
Punching bag makes sense now. So keep punching even when you're not angry. That's the whole point. Yeah, I just have this one really awesome quote. Anybody can become angry. That is easy. But to be angry with the right person and to the right degree and at the right time and for the right purpose and in the right way, that is not within everybody's power and is not easy.
Oh, you're still here? Well, thanks for getting to the end of the video. Hey, while you're still here, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get new updates when we post videos. Also, make sure to check out these equally exciting videos as well. Have you pressed it yet? Come on, you have 5 seconds left. 3, 2, press it now.